Hello there, everybody. This is No Name Moments of Spore, and this is my desktop background with RTW2 2 up, and now the scenario's loaded. So, this is right where we left off. 899 out of 900 minutes elapsed. Next turn should do it. If we look over here, we can actually see what we sank. Actually, you know what? You got a glimpse there, but let's just... Oh, come on. Okay, so it's gonna have to run a certain amount of turns. I think. Come on, there we go. Ophelia hits a mine, so we lose a destroyer. 6 battleships, 1 battlecruiser, 3 CVLs, and my only loss is due to a mine. Okay, there we go. Almost got out of that without losing a ship. That would have been perfect fairy tale ending if I hadn't lost a ship. But close enough. Oh, okay, yeah. 6 battleships, 1 battlecruiser, 3 CVLs, 2 heavy cruisers, and 4 light cruisers, plus a destroyer. Oh my God. You have to go all the way down. No, you have to go all the way down here to find our ship, to find one of our ships. And then this was the one which was sunk to a mine. To find one which isn't sunk to a mine, you got to go down here, and like down here. Okay, so California was the one we hit with like 9 torpedoes. Okay, so she initially takes 2 torpedoes from CV Gibraltar, another one from Argus, another one from Glorious, and then she's sinking, and then she takes 5 more from Gibraltar and Indefatigable. Wyoming sunk, so this is a New Jersey class which took 9 torpedoes. So, it takes a torpedo initially from Colossus, torpedo from Glorious, torpedo from Formidable, torpedo from Formidable. Is there dud somewhere in there? I thought I saw a dud. Nope, brain just not working. Torpedo from Gibraltar, sinking, and then torpedo from Gibraltar, 2 more from Colossus, and another one from Indefatigable. Indefatigable. I think that's how you say it. Congress! So Congress was not hit at the time we started shooting her. She had not been under air attack, but... Yeah, so Collingwood, Anson, New Zealand gets an engine room hit. She's just getting shot by everything. Line belt extended, far aft hull, near miss. All hit belt, penetration, fire reduced by damage control. High-speed increases flooding, secbat hit, fire spreads. Turret, hull pass through, high-speed cruise flood, 250. 17-inch superstructure, 16-inch superstructure splinters perforate uptakes, 2 torpedoes, and a 16-inch in that same turn. So another splinters perforate uptakes, but yeah, 2 torpedo hits when she's already on like this level of flooding and fire, just fatal. And then, another torpedo, and everyone continues to shoot her for a bit as target practice. And Marshall also gets a torpedo hit at the end. Colorado. Okay, so torpedo, turret destroyed, rudder damaged from actually Airbase St. John. Then she takes a torpedo from Courageous and 3 more torpedoes from Courageous in quick succession, sinks and takes 1 from Whitley and or not from Whitley, from Colossus and Argus. So first strikes, she gets damaged. Second strikes, she sinks. So the 19 strikes. If we actually look at these first 2 ships, California, so she's actually sunk in the later strike. This might have been the unidentified battleship that we saw at the end. Did she fire any rounds? Yeah, she did fire rounds. So she was around at the end. Wyoming did fire rounds and score a hit on something. So she was around at the end. Beaver Sovereign. So that was probably the New Jersey class we saw. Because she is getting torpedoed at the end. So Congress is, of course, we shot up. Colorado was just torpedoed, but was one of the ones we sank towards the end. She didn't fire any rounds. I think we saw her Um, she was probably out of range since she had 14-inch guns. Or maybe she was within range, but still close enough. But she was sunk later on. Maybe this was the unidentified battleship. Yeah, here's another Colorado class with which was in range. So I think Colorado was the battleship we hadn't identified, which got torpedoed and sunk. So yeah, torpedo engine room hit, torpedo from Gibraltar. So she takes 2 torpedoes early on, and then in the later attack takes 2 more torpedoes and sinks. So this would explain the damage. This is what sank her, or explain why she was slowed. Battleship New York, we did definitely see this one towards the end. So torpedo from Gibraltar, indefatigable, and another one from indefatigable, and that was just enough to sink her. And then she takes the 2 torpedoes at the end. So that would be at night, or yeah. So we finished her off at 19. So South Carolina did fire rounds as well. I'm trying to figure out what was the ship which took all of those torpedoes early on. Were we torpedoing a CA? Or because there was like one ship or one U.S. ship which just took a bunch of torpedoes. Yeah, torpedo turret damaged. Whitley from Airbase Halifax. Torpedo from Halifax. So Airbase Halifax was getting some torpedo hits. Argus gets another one there. Torpedo from Formidable. 2 from Indefatigable, and that's just enough to do her in. She did fire some rounds, so she was in that kind of blob at the end. CVL Ticonderoga. So this was one of the Essex class. So this was one of the ones we were shooting at. So dud torpedo hit from Indefatigable, then a regular torpedo hit early on. So this is in the initial attack phase. Good to know that this was working. Takes another torpedo, Warwick B from Argus. It's limiting flooding. Takes a torpedo from St. John, another torpedo, critical hit, rudder damaged, and then this was one which was spinning. That's it. So this is the one which was spinning, and then Inconstant gets the 14-inch, 17-inch from New Zealand. Yeah, 14. So Inconstant, Royal Sovereign, New Zealand are just lighting her up, destroying aircraft, destroying everything. Engines disabled, splinters perforate uptake, splinters damage hull, belt edge hit, turret destroyed, superstructure pass through, then 2 torpedoes from Indefatigable. Torpedo fire spreads, torpedo critical hit, electrical power disabled on the ship, which is just horrendously burning from constantly being shelled. And she's just done. And then takes 2 more torpedoes from Gibraltar during the night. CVL Intrepid, the other Essex class. So she initially takes torpedoes from Indefatigable, it seems. Or Indefatigable. I keep getting that wrong. Indefatigable, I should say that. 6-inch conflagration starts, so that's when Persian is shooting her. 16-inch. Superstructure hit. Hangar side, fire spreads. Superstructure pass through hit, fire spreads. Conflagration starts. Turret G, turret disabled. Fire spreads level 8. 2 torpedoes from Colossus and just... Oh, she sank! She was on fire 8 and sank! Excellent! And then everyone is just shelling her, and Formidable's continuing to torpedo her, and she is still being shelled. Yeah, she's just... Yeah. I pity anyone who was on that ship. Well, that explains what ship took all the torpedoes. We put torpedoes into the semi-cruiser. Oh, rest in peace, Louisville. Oh, dear God. So, torpedo from Implacable. Torpedo engine room hit from Formidable. Shoots down a Whitley, shoots down a Whitley. Torpedo from Colossus. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Oh dear God. That's going to the battle results screen. Oh dear God. Like, I knew we had excessively torpedoed something. Okay, so this Pablo class cruiser also got excessively torpedoed. So torpedo from Whitley, torpedo from Formidable, cannot keep up. Torpedo from Implacable. She does have high flooding, but apparently good torpedo defense. 2 dud torpedo hits, and a non-dud torpedo hit at 1531. And then, yeah, she's just sinking as well. CL Fresno took a single torpedo hit from Glorious and sank. When was that? That was later on. So this was a ship we hit during the night. I think that was the cruiser yeah, this was the cruiser we were seeing, which took that torpedo hit. Chinago, we managed to get 2 torpedo hits on. So one earlier, and then we get another torpedo during the engagement phase, and she sinks. So I was seeing her run away. I saw her get hit by the torpedo, and she was just dead in the water. So I'm like, no point in even shooting at her. San Juan, 2 torpedoes from Implacable and sank. That was earlier on, so that was one of the ships we saw sinking early on. Spokane, a torpedo from Formidable, a torpedo from Colossus was sinking, and then another torpedo from Glorious after she's sinking. So that one we sank early on. Reno. So this was when we were shelling at the end. So near misses from Eclipse. 3 near misses. Just torpedo at New Zealand class. I'm glad those didn't hit. Superstructure hit. Bridge damaged. Turret disabled for a tall hit. Or a tall hit. Okay, so Eclipse is shooting her here. She is launching more torpedoes at us, including one of our Howe class. It looks like Eclipse is still lighting her up. Good job, Eclipse. Limits flooding for a tall hit. So our main bat shooting at Eclipse. Eclipse is just kind of wrecking her. And then New Zealand's just like, oh, hey, here, have a 17-inch shell. Here, have another one. Oh no! We'll throw another one at you. 6-inch from Venus, so Venus is joining in the fight. So this is after Congress is sinking. We basically switch fire because it's like, oh hey, we have another target here. Use her for target practice instead. She's actually a moving target and useful to sink. 14-inch shirt destroyed. 17 near miss, hull passing, near miss, near miss, near miss, hull belt extended, super belt extended, fire spreads, fire reduced by damage control, 14 near miss, torpedo tubes damaged, 14 near miss, ship sinking, multiple 14s, and 3 torpedoes to finish her off. So yeah, she just became the target of many battlecruisers. Ophelia took a mine at the end. This is a recent obedient class. This is a new ship in the Navy, and just, yep, she sank. She took too long to yeah, she takes the mine hit and just leads. DD Cunningham launches torpedo at DD North Star at Venus class. So then she's taking 6-inch from Venus, Talbot, Brilliant, Nepean, Nugent, Nepean, Oracle, Lasso, and yeah, torpedo from Argus at the end and just sinks. So she was still up. This was the remaining ship we got the torpedo hit on. So light damage to Royal Sovereign. So 6-inch, some 14-inch hits on her from Congress, and a single 15-inch from Wyoming. DD Erickson took a torpedo hit from Argus earlier in the day, but managed to get the flooding under control. Resolution took a single 14-inch engine room hit from Congress. I don't think it penetrated. And then Duncan, we managed to get a 6-inch hit on splinters, damaged machinery from CL Persian. I just want to check nothing else got hit. Eclipse got hit. So this is a Venus class cruiser. Glad to see these things are working. You know, effective rebuild. I'm gonna say cost-effective rebuild on that. Super deck extended, turret disabled, near miss from Reno. So that 3-inch from Reno and that 6-inch were probably the only ones to actually seriously do any damage. Chattanooga, we managed a 6-inch hit on from Seal Persian. She ran away. Persian took a medium hit, a 6-inch from Chattanooga, also pretty much undamaged. Alright. I'm just gonna quickly sort by division and scroll down. So there's the motor torpedo boat squadrons, air bases. We have the battleships, the carrier divisions, the cruiser divisions, our destroyers, there's light cruisers. And now we have the U.S. line of force. Just every ship larger than a light cruiser was sunk, and even amongst the light cruisers, they still lost 4. Yeah. Air details. So, honestly, Airbase Portland got a couple kills. Naval Air Station Boston got a couple kills. Um, Martin Moresby aircraft. Oh no, is that? Actually, let's check the aircraft losses. So we had 906 planes out. They had only 525. We had 83 losses. They had 101. So we lost 28 aircraft to anti-aircraft fire, mostly torpedo bombers, but also a medium bomber and a patrol bomber. They didn't actually lose any to anti-aircraft fire. So our anti-aircraft was not particularly effective against them because we don't have any heavy anti-aircraft guns. Because, well, no, we have a few, but only on like destroyers and such. Air-to-air losses, they lost 8 fighters and 4 torpedo, or we lost 8 fighters, 4 torpedo bombers for a total of 12. That was, I think, mostly in the carrier attack, and some of our fighters defending. Air losses. 6 fighters, 4 torpedo bombers, 16 dive bombers, 6 medium bombers, and 28 patrol bombers. Our captain work! Our captain fucking work! That is... Oof. 60 air-to-air losses. Ouch! Operational losses, we did have a good amount of operational losses, being on maximum cap, having a lot of planes and all. 17, and, landing some torpedo bombers at night, so, 1721, is, they're 811 and 2 for 12. But yeah, fucking ouch. Let me check the air details. So, we were doing this before. We saw the 2 from, we're seeing the occasional shoot downs from the enemy. We're seeing some op losses here. So 2 bomb hits from Airbase Halifax, from the squadron from Airbase, or not bomb hits, torpedo hits from a squadron from Airbase Halifax. Airbase St. John, Meteor Bs, Havilland Falmers from Airbase St. John over here. Okay, so we got the torpedo bomber squadrons from Courageous. Looks like that is 7 torpedo hits between them. Glorious. These guys got 7 torpedo hits on their own, and these guys got 5. So Glorious gets 12 torpedo hits, probably a lot on that cruiser, on that sinking cruiser. Gibraltar, we have a 6, 4, and 2, so that's another 12 for Gibraltar. Indefatigable gets 4, 9, and 5. 9 torpedo hits from one of the squadrons. So that'd be 18. Good job. Argus, we got a 261, so that is 9 from her torpedo bombers. Formidable, 8, 3, and 8. That is 19 torpedo hits from this one carrier. Good job, Formidable squadrons. These planes didn't do much. Colossus, a 362. So that would be 11. And Implacable would be a 612, so that would be another 9 from Implacable. Enemy squadrons. So these are the 3 enemy carriers. There is some stuff I'm curious about, and I am going to go back up and I'm going to check our fighters. But I do want to see these enemy carriers real quickly. So yeah, Intrepid. Okay, so this is a fighter squadron. Okay, so let's see how many so they had 5 torpedo bombers, 5 dive bombers on Intrepid, 6 and 5 on Ticonderoga, and then 6 and 8 on Chenango. So if we're adding the total number of dive bombers together, so they got 5, 10, 18 dive bombers, reportedly. we're reporting 16 dive bomber kills. And then 22 total losses. So they have dive bombers probably at the enemy air stations, right? Yeah, dive bombers here. Okay, ON equals... Hold on. Oh, hey, we can see down here. Lost in air combat. So it was actually largely these air-based dive bombers. What were these guys doing? Oh, wait, no, no, no. Hold on. ON equals original number. So the original number was 5. TL total losses is 5. Lost to AA is 0. Lost to... How did a ship with 5 dive bombers lose 8 in aerial combat? It must have been repairing some. Harpoons, yeah, 2. So they were taking losses. They had some op losses there, and then I assume some on ships. So those shooting stars got 2 kills. That Bearcat got 1 kill. Those shooting stars got 2 kills. Over here, we're starting to get our squadron. So Implacable Squadrons got 6 kills. Colossus had get 1 kill, it looks like. Formidable's Bisleys were doing well. 7 kills between them. Argus's Bisleys, another 7 kills between them. Oh, Warwick, one of Argus's Warwicks got a kill. That Bisley got 3 kills. That Bisley, okay, Gibraltar had 2. So, which was one with 3? Indefatigable got 3. Bisley got 4. Or not Bisley. Gibraltar got 4. It looks like we scroll up. Courageous fighters were not getting kills, so Courageous probably did not come under attack. Glorious's fighters did manage 2 kills, so she briefly came under attack. And it does look like some of our torpedo bombers did get occasional kills. So it looks like Gibraltar's torpedo bombers got a kill. Have some op losses on float planes. Yeah. All right. Did any naval air stations get kills? So looks like there were some fighters from Naval Air Station Boston that were up. Got a couple. I wouldn't be surprised if they had requested land-based cap or those were escorting something in. Those Mars Bs got something. Airbase Portland, their medium bombers got a couple kills too. Then that's ours. Ours, yeah, these are ours. Enemies down here. Okay. Alrighty then. So, excellent engagement. So let's see. So over here, we have some destroyers and some CLs running away. So what remains, a lot of what remains of their fleet's heading this way. Are these coastal units? These look like coastal units, yeah. And then over here, they have a few ships, which have also run away too. I think these are some of our, no, those are our motorboat torpedo squadrons. And if we go over here, we can see all the sunken ships. So Congress sinks over there, Reno sinks over there. So that was Intrepid. That's Ticonderoga. Where's our other CVL sunk? Oh yeah, there it is. Chenango sunk there. So get that one there, get that one there, get that one there. So Spokane sinks there. Memphis was sunk earlier down here. Fresno and San Juan. So Fresno, I think, was the one we saw getting sunk. San Juan was earlier. Louisville was sunk over there. And then all of their battleships were sunk later, from my understanding. I think South Carolina was the one which was already sinking. You know, we could see this group sink. So the California was the crippled one. One of these two might have already been down at the start, but I think it was these. Like these kind of 5 we saw, and then maybe this one was just kind of there as a sinking ship. I think one of these was sunk really quickly. Cunningham was up there. Um, Another destroyer? No, we only got one destroyer. So, yeah. Excellent battle. Excellent battle. Unfortunately, we lost one destroyer, but excellent battle. British major victory, gained 2 prestige. Own VP 70,000. Enemy VP 0. We got a 7. Oh, ouch, America. That hurt so much. That would be Battle of Monaghan Island. And I will just copy that and paste it in. Actually, hold on, let me bring up Google Earth. I'm briefly having to mute everything because there are some coordinates I might have on there which I don't want you to see. Come on, Google Earth, move. There we go. Display capture on. Oh, I don't have it full screened, interestingly enough. I completely forgot to do that. It's not like it's a big loss. So we were off. Look in Google Earth. We were kind of off the coast of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. I'm actually gonna look up like. Hold on. Where is Monaghan Island? That's a town in Maine. It's located in the Gulf of Maine. Monaghan Island is down a bit. Is that like... I hope that... No, it's not Grand Manan. It's one of these little islands, I think. Yeah, there we go. That is pretty close to where the battle was happening, yeah. I think that is a perfectly reasonable name to call this battle. Given that that is pretty much where America got slaughtered. Let me just put that in the list. Oh, it is in the list. Okay, cool. Estrella is commissioned into the Navy. We put no less than 11 torpedoes in enemy ships, 13, 10. Secondary director on CL, 6-inch dual-purpose mounting, enables 6-inch dual-purpose mounts. They're around Mozambique, they're around there. Enemy fortifications holding up our advance in Guam. Enemy seas dominate around Falklands. Kennett has been sunk by a mine. 270 for blockade of the enemy. Some old CAs are being scrapped. And battle cruisers. Well then. That's a good fucking turn. Oh, it looks like Spartiat's not being rebuilt yet. Yeah, they are blockaded. And, they're trying to break... I think they're trying to go back to Guam and kind of break that right now. But I don't think it's gonna work too well. So let's redesign Estrella real quickly. So no machinery replacement. Flight deck, dual purpose guns. Deck edge lifts. I'm curious, part of me wants to do a machinery replacement, but like really no. I think we can get one more plane on her. We can get 2 more. Change type and continue. We can't replace the fire control. I think we will have to settle for an air capacity of 59 given her size. This will be a 10-month rebuild. It will not be super expensive, thank God. Hopefully, after the war, if these ships are still around, we can refit them or refit their engines and get a better carrier out of them. But, right now, this is an interim solution for the heavy losses suffered to the Caribbean squadron. So, in the other monitor, I am going to have to bring up references to some ships. In this case, it would probably be... okay, so it is February 1938. I'm going to look up the Illustrious class aircraft carrier. These were... Yeah, these are in commission at around the right time. Ark Royal is a little too early. But I also want to look up the Unio class. Is it? Yeah, because that's basically what we're doing here. So we're pulling a Unio, but it will probably more resemble an Illustrious class carrier. How big were the Illustrious class carriers? 23,000 tons. This is actually bigger, but it is based off of an ocean liner hull. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna look up HMS Argus again, because that would be a British carrier based off of an ocean liner hull. But, this is going to be a significantly more modern carrier than Argus. Okay, so if we're wanting to design this to look right, I'm trying to think about how we do that. I imagine that this sort of ship, I'm going to look up the Colossus class light carrier. Or, the 1942 design light fleet carrier, even if those are a little bit too late for this. So at this point in time, Britain is very much doing a thing where the forward portion of the flight deck is, around here. It's very forward. And, I mean, that makes sense. But they're also doing something where, kind of the underwater hull merges up to it. Now, if we look at something like the Unios, which were actual, ocean liner conversions, they don't have that. That is not something that those ships have. Can we actually add, like, aircraft carrier catapults? Is that legal? We've not developed flight deck catapults yet. Okay. Okay, so asymmetric funnels. Now I'm going to imagine that 5-inch guns, the 4-inch gun there, is just kind of to the side a bit. So I will probably draw it in like that. I guess the funnel is going where the gun is, but I'm going to draw a little gun emplacement over here, so that's... Or maybe just behind it. I'll draw a gun emplacement back here. Yeah, we look at an illustrious class, and I'm going to do a long funnel on this, even if it is a little slower. Okay. So I'm trying to think, what sort of flight deck style do I want to go with? Do I want to go with something similar or more similar to like an illustrious class? I probably do. Although I imagine it would be a little bit more jank. So let me bring up HMS Unicorn again. The image results. Aircraft carrier. I guess technically an aircraft maintenance carrier. But that's probably a little bit more similar. Okay, structure 3. Let's do for sure maybe a little bit more. Okay, there is something very specific I want to try to do, but I'm not. I can pull it off. Okay, so I'll do this, there, that. We'll just kind of imagine that these bat guns are a little bit more forward. That gun is just going to be put off somewhere to the side. Then bring this down. A little turn. And I guess we'll have a little bit of the, yeah, we'll have a little bit of the stern kind of poking out. So, ooh, part of me wants to do this. No, hold on. Structure 4. So I'm going to start here with structure 4. No, I'm going to move it forward. Okay, so we'll do that. We will bring it back to about here. This will be the forward elevator. We'll bring it back to around here. This will be the aft elevator. Cool. Then there is something kind of specific I want to do back here. A little bit past. And just kind of go out to the side. It's a little tiny bit of extra detail. I am seeing like these little net back here on the actual Illustrious class, so that's kind of vaguely getting that shape down. So structure 1, I want to work with the symmetrical. Structure 2 will be the asymmetrical little details. So I'm gonna start structure 1 out on that. Hold on. How about this? We start structure 1 back here. Actually, you know, here's what I'll do. Um, hmm. Oh, move it forward here. Too far. Okay, so we will do that. Hold on. So I think I just kind of gotta go around that. Do that. Snap there. Okay, snap there. Snap there. Snap there. Okay, that's looking okay. Alright, so structure 2, I'm going to turn on asymmetric structure 4. How do I want to handle this? So part of structure 2 is going to be around here. Um, hmm. Actually, yeah, we're going to start structure 2 over here. So structure 2 is going to start, I don't know. Screw it, I'll make this gun here elevated. No, actually. Okay, so we'll start structure 2 here. Go here. And this will be where that extra gun is. The extra 4-inch. Okay, so then over here, we'll do a little bit of... Part of me wants to do a little bit of stuff over there, but I think I can do some small stuff over here. Trying to think, actually, which side would this be built on? Um, because this interior would have it. So this would be interior here. And I think that would be interior. So then I'll do that. Part of me wants to go over here and just do something small, but no. Um, Actually, you know what? Here, hold on. Let's go in, out like this. Hmm. So let's actually go out like this. There. Go in again. Oh, come on. Do that. Go out there, over there. I should leave a little gap there for whatever reason that I want to. Okay, that's so far looking kind of solid. Um, so imagine that gun gets moved over there, and so now we have structures 5 and 6 to place down, which will be based, exclusively on the illustrious class carrier. So 5 will be the lower portions of the superstructure. And 6 will be the upper portions. Hold on, I need to find some good top-down images of the illustrious class aircraft carrier. I thought somebody had built one in Ship Bucket, but it does not look to be the case. Well, I mean, some of them probably has, but, like, it was an alternate history one. Which does not help. Oh, hold on, this website has plans. Okay, actually, that is a good Ship Bucket drawing there I have on the other monitor now, so I can figure out roughly how to do this. Um, okay, so I will start. Yeah, let's start roughly here. I'm gonna go back there to this. Go down to probably about there. Do a little box there. Um, okay, this isn't exact, but eh. So yeah, I'm imagining that the 4-inch gun is back there somewhere. The remaining 4-inch gun. So then this will go forward. Um, I'm gonna have it go forward. I'm just gonna have it like cut in briefly. Actually, no. Yeah, now I'm kind of bullshitting this. I'm wanting to just kind of keep some additional layers of detail. Okay, that looks good. And then structure 6. So 6 would be No, everything on top roughly. So we would do. Actually, you know what? Let's start. Screw it. Let's start 6 here. That, that actually looks really stupid. Okay, let's snap that in. Okay. Is there something else I wanted to do? This probably. Okay, so after that, actually, no, let's hold on over here. Actually, no, I do need to do this because otherwise it'll draw a line back to there. Okay, so here's where we'd have like a mast sort of structure. That's actually most of the points, so um, so let's do that. We can do a little bit of this. Snap there. Then just kind of head back there. Well, it should be good. All right, there is our new Estrella class carrier. Only 59 aircraft for now. Maybe these will be upgraded in the future, but you know, for now, a CV. We can rush into service. Accelerate oh wait, no. No, accelerate construction on actually accelerate construction on that one. So it'll take 9 months to get her into service, and I say we now build a clone of Unicorn called Pegasus to try to get something else into service. I actually think right now it's going to be, if we look at the US, yeah, they're starting to mass produce subs. They're starting to shit out subs, basically. So I think we need basically a modernized Fire Drake. Maybe not even modernized, just like improved. Get an extra director. Nah. How long would these take? These would take 10 months to build. Sure. And then if I design, let's say a Corvette. So 900-ton Corvette actually takes 11 months to build. So if we go like for a 200-ton Corvette, these only take 3 months to build. These aren't going to be good ships. $500 needed for K guns. So these would take, it would take 4 months to start producing Corvettes like this. I'll just give it local only. Maybe 3-inch. Yeah, 3-inch dual purpose. No. I don't think that's needed. We'll go 2-inch. How much is 2 inches in millimeters? I have a ruler right here. It ends at 30. Actually, it ends at 30 and a half, and then about half. 3, 4, 5. So that's about 60 millimeters ish. A little more than 60 millimeters. That's not a big gun. That's like the gun you'd put on a tank. I'm just gonna keep this one simple. Actually, you know what? Do I think I need this? How much ASW do I have? 574 out of 61. I don't think I need this. I think I just rush more destroyers into production, and if I have a little bit of money, then we probably resume construction on Phaeton there. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. We are now crash building destroyers, or crash building carriers. We will be crash building more destroyers soon, and we have had the biggest victory so far in this war over the US. They are now starting to crash build subs, because that victory was so big. Currently, their forces are in the Indian Ocean and presumably heading to Southeast Asia to try to break up our invasion on Guam, and probably realizing that, you know, they are massively blockaded right now, and the Caribbean is now properly under assault. I also think the dreadnoughts are going to move into the Caribbean. Yeah. Caribbean, North American East Coast. Yeah, this is not a good game for the U.S. anymore. After that battle, and after we've started, our bases in the North American East Coast built up, stuff in the Caribbean's building up. We have some money now. The situation is, for once, looking good. Have the air bases expanded? The air bases have expanded, which means I need to do one last thing, and that is at Jamaica. Okay, so these air bases, Halifax and St. John, need more aircraft. And then Kingston, Jamaica. We have been under such constant air attack, but I am going to start with torpedo bombers. And because we've been under such constant air attack, I'm going to put another group of fighters there. Might do is at Port of Spain, I might add a group of like 8 flying boats. Also, where are air bases like near Guam? So that would be Palau and Saipan. We have airbase Saipan. What's at Saipan? Nothing's at Saipan right now. So I'm going to put maybe 8 flying boats there. We will give us a group of maybe like 16 fighters just to guard our No, change number. Full 20 fighters. And then the remaining 12 will be medium bombers. So Saipan will become a forward operating base. We probably do need a little bit more around Halifax and stuff. So add air unit. I'm going to say 10 fighters at St. John. And then, I mean, the medium bombers did okay, so we're going to add another 10 of those. And then we're going to do the same here at Halifax. So that would be 10 fighters and 10 medium bombers. And the other good news is that one more turn, our dive bomber in progress will complete. So thank you everyone for watching. This has been me, No-Name17 Spore. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.